All right. We were not going to do this live, but we're going to do this live. What's up, everybody? It's your man, Solar Amore. This is going to be a beautiful video today. We're going to be explaining cryptocurrency. So, there is a number of reasons why I feel like this is a topic that we really need to be focusing on right now. Not to mention is not only is my life going in a certain direction to where cryptocurrency is becoming more and more important, but when you look at to what's going on in the world, we're going to see a lot of different things. Like, how many of you have noticed all of the different streamers on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, right? And a lot of people are wanting to get into the streaming world because it pays. It pays, right? Or so it seems. The numbers are crazy. We can go look at certain streamers such as IShowSpeed, go look at Kai Cenat, and we can go look at their money. We can go see $35 million, that they've made. We can go see more money than that. XQC, a big streamer. These guys stream video games and they make a lot of money. And you have people like XQC who is going to just be him doing the gaming thing, having a ton of streaming stuff. It doesn't really matter what he thinks or feels morally. He has money. He has money, he has attention, and he wrapped around his little finger. And a lot of these people do. And what we're noticing is that a lot of these streamers are actually falling off. What I've noticed is that it's not that they're falling off, is that things are catching up to them. Things are catching up to them. I had seen a video recently. Let me see. I'm going to actually pull this up. I have a couple things prepared for you guys, but there's this one video. I screenshotted it, and I wanted to do a reaction to it. These guys are living amazing lives, right? So it seems. But why do you want to be rich? Why do you want to have this following? Why? I want to know why. And I want you to ask yourself why. Why do you want to be rich? Why are you wanting to get into the streaming realm? All right, so here we go. I found it. It's called IRL streaming is a scam. And the thing is, I agree and I disagree. I don't think IRL streaming is a scam. I don't. I think that IRL streaming makes sense. I love to IRL stream. I want to be going deeper into my IRL streaming journey. I want to get the kits for it. I want to get everything that I need to do so that I can take this and bring you guys with me to Disneyland. Bring you guys with me to events when I go to Miami Art Basel. I want you guys to come with me. I want to be able to IRL stream so I can showcase, my life. I love my life. I think my life is super dope. I think my life is super dope. I love my life. I think that everything that I do is super cool. And I want to share it with you guys. Like, I don't like having those Kodak moments just to myself. I mean, I appreciate them. I always appreciate them, but I want to share them. So with that being said, in this video, we are going to be breaking down cryptocurrency, the importance of cryptocurrency, the value of cryptocurrency, true wealth, and community building. So without further ado, let us begin. I'm actually going to start by skimming through this little video real quick because I found this to be very interesting. Let's go here. Yeah, let's do this one. So,
but just to think, a few months ago, everybody was saying stream.
I want to play this. And why is the audio not playing? I want to be able to hear this. Oh, look at that 777 right there, huh? Let's take a look.
Start streaming, you'll blow up. But let's be real, look at Kai Cenat right now. Mafia-thon 3, a whole bunch of celebrities pulling up looking like MTV out there. My brother got hundreds of thousands of people watching him on the daily. Who can compete with that? And then you got a streamer like me, streaming at 0 viewers, talk Kevin Hart on his live stream. That was rappers. Everybody streaming now. The ladder got pulled up and gets higher and higher every day. I call this the creator ceiling because now...
I disagree with you. It is not a creator ceiling. they are not getting in the way of you being a successful streamer because they're being success. Here is an illusion, and here is in a lie. This is a big lie. And a big illusion is that people think that because these guys are big, because they're successful, because they're rich, I can't be. He has all the money, so I can't have any money. BS. He has all the attention. He has all the fame, so no one's paying attention to me. BS. You guys are competing in a market of brain rot. You are competing in a market of entertainment. So those who can entertain more than others are probably going to have more viewers. Simple. And they're bigger. And the bigger you are, the easier it is to expand. When you're rich already, you got a lot of money, it's easier to make more money. It's not rocket science, it's simple math. These things multiply, they don't add up. Their success is not pulling from your success. You have a different issue that you're not addressing. A lot of y'all have this issue. And let's look a little bit deeper into it.
Now that streaming is mainstream, the ceiling has just dropped on all of us newcomers. And in this video, I'm gonna prove it. But before we get into it, make sure you lock in with the official society. Hit that
So yeah, y'all go ahead and show this guy some support. Why not? Go show him some support.
subscribe button, join the Discord. We drop daily takes every single day. Kyle literally had Kevin Hart on his live stream. Now, studios, money on money, chat. And all we got is a Sony camera and OBS and some hope, chat. Hope and faith. That's all we got. We gotta keep grinding. Nothing left. Now, studios, money on money, chat. And all we got is a Sony camera and OBS and some hope, chat. Hope and faith. That's all we got. We gotta keep grinding. Nothing left.
That's so weak. And that is so not true. Hold on. I didn't let y'all see it. Let me run it back. My bad.
Left but studios, money on money, chat. And all we got is a Sony camera and OBS and some hope, chat. Hope and faith. That's all we got. We gotta keep grinding. Nothing left but to do. If you out there grinding, make sure you consistent. Don't stop the grind just because somebody set the bar too high. We can create our own space, our own community. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So make sure you subscribe to the official society. We always
So on that note, it's not true, bro. It's not true. From this position right here, you think this is all you got? You think that's all people got? Not all people got, bruh. No, that's all you have. Oops. That's all you might have. The reason why there's a creator ceiling for you small content creators is not because they got money on money. It's not because they got the studios and we just got a chair and a laptop and a microphone and a headset. That's not it. Do you know what it is? You ain't got no value. You ain't got nothing different to bring to the table. That's your problem. Small creators, hear me out. Cosplayers, streamers, people who want to get famous, you guys have nothing to offer but funnies. A lot of the women have nothing to offer but their goodies. That's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's not rare. That's not hard to find. I can go on any application and scroll and laugh and find something funny. What am I got to go to you for? What do you offer that's unique? Well, I'm going to offer the same funny brain rot content, but through me, and that's supposed to make you stand out. That's supposed to be unique. No. I got to let my people know that we're doing this live right now because I actually kind of think this is a little important. So we're going to go live on IG so they can see that what we're talking about, right? Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Soular Moray. You know what time it is. We are live on YouTube right now. We are doing a class. This class is about a number of things, but y'all might want to slide on over here to YouTube. We are live on YouTube right now. Guys, pull up to YouTube. I want you guys to hear this. I want you guys to see this. This is I think this is very important. And I think that you guys should be here for this. I'm going to be doing this video, and I'll be breaking this video down into clips and segments and posting it on all the socials so you guys can digest it for those who have no attention span. But either way, we're live on YouTube right now. You guys go ahead and go over to my YouTube. Okay, if you don't know my YouTube, it's on my socials. Just literally go to my bio, click on the link, and you will get to my YouTube. It is not complicated. All right, we're live on YouTube right now. Come over here.
Yo, it's your man.
We're doing a really important class. All right, so I'll see y'all over here. All right, spread the word. Peace. All right, guys. So the thing about it, and this, like I told you, this is going to be about cryptocurrency. I got you. Live on YouTube. Boom, share. All right. Cool. So now the rest of my community knows. I want them to know this. I want them to be able to catch this. I want them to be able to be a part of this. All right. I'm not merely worried about views. I am not worried about getting paid. I'm not worried about notoriety. None of that is important. And that is what a lot of people are stuck on. That is where a lot of people can't break free. How do I get rich? Is what you want to figure out. And in the figuring out of that, you're thinking, well, I want to do what they're doing. I want to be an IRL streamer. I want to go viral on TikTok. So YouTube, I want 1 million views on YouTube. I want a quick check. I want to get millions of views on my shorts. Most people, and this is why I have respect for the people who have earned their place in the community, those who have earned their place over years by showing up for years. I have respect for y'all a lot more than these new streamers, these small streamers that think that successful streamers or successful people are setting the bar of success too high. Get out of their lane. You're in their lane. Get in your own lane. You don't know your own lane. The reason why you don't know your own lane is because you're not doing the real work to build your own value. And I talk about this all the time. I'm an astrologer. When you tap into your purpose, you're going to find out that you have something absolutely unique to offer the world when you do your self-development, when you do your self-work and your healing, right? This video isn't about that. This video is about cryptocurrency. This video is about wealth. This video is about getting to the bag. Don't worry, we're going to get to the bag. But there's things that you need to understand first. Okay? We're going to play this back one more time. I like that 777 though. That 777 right there, that looking good. I don't really want to ruin your number.
Camera, studio, us, we cannot touch. He's got AMP, sponsorships, now studios, money on money, chat. And all we got is a Sony camera and OBS and some hope, chat. Hope and faith, that's all we got. You got to keep grinding. Nothing left but to do. If you out there grinding, make sure you consistent. Don't stop the grind just because somebody set the bar too high.
That is some absolute BS. Absolute BS. Okay? There is no bar that is set too high. You are reaching for what they have. Pocket watching. Looking at their views. Looking at what they have to offer. Not looking in the mirror at what you have to offer. I'm not getting on this one guy, Gabe. I'm not getting on this guy. I don't know him. I don't know him. I don't know why he's making this video, what he's doing this video for, but he's saying things that I know a lot of people are thinking because I hear it all the time. Okay? I hear it all the time. Let's look at some numbers. 2,000 subscribers. That's nothing, right? I'm gonna show you guys something with this. I'm gonna show you guys something. Let's just go to his Instagram. Let's go to his YouTube. 13.7 million. Okay? 15.9 million. Okay? What do we got? 40.6 million. No profile picture. You want to tell me 44.3 million on YouTube. And we're not looking at Twitch. We're not looking at these other things. Okay? Give them flowers. Allow them to have their success. They built what they built over the years. They have contracts with certain people. They got contracts with YouTube. They got contracts with certain brands and certain things and certain that. I look at this journey and I am so glad I didn't blow up the way they blew up. I am so glad I didn't make the money the way that they made the money, even when I wanted to. Even when I wanted to. The virality doesn't mean anything. Value means everything. This is why you think you're in competition with these guys, is because you don't have something unique to offer yourself. So you need to figure out what that is and lock into that rather than looking at what they got, looking at their viewers. Because they have that many people watching them, because they have that many people subscribe to them, doesn't mean that they're providing those people value. They could be providing entertainment. And I've watched IShowSpeed over 24 hours at a time. I've watched him. I just had him playing all the time. See what's really going on. I've seen Kai Cenat's material for a long time. I've seen their material for a while. It's categorized as brain rot. It's categorized as degenerate. You're competing with people who love to distract other people, get paid to distract other people. And you want those people to follow you? I remember one time I thought about it because I'm an artist. I make music. I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I would way rather have a handful of people that genuinely benefit from my music, that genuinely benefit from what I create, than having sold myself out and making stuff that I don't like to make just to get the millions of viewers, just to get the fame, just to get the money. I've thought about it. I've thought about selling out. I've thought about making music and making content that is entertainment for the views, the likes, to pay the bill, to survive. How many of y'all right now, be real with yourself, how many of you right now are on your social medias going hard to pay a bill, to survive, to feed your kids? You're going hard. You want to get those views. You want to get that virality. How many of y'all are actually getting the money? How many of you are actually getting paid though? I got paid from Instagram. I used to get paid like $100 a week on Instagram. I've had so many videos on YouTube with hundreds of thousands of views, and I've never seen a dollar from it. And the people who did benefit from it, you know, I'm sure they made pennies realistically compared to what you need to survive in today's economy. Okay? So what you have here isn't an issue of money, isn't an issue of attention. You have an issue with value. Okay? Here's something. I'm going to give you an example. Kai Cenat and IShowSpeed, if they wanted to right now, they couldn't offer what I have to offer. Why? Why? Why can't they offer what I have to offer?
Here's
Why? Because of this. Triple blind date. She likes him. Bringing Mr. Beast to the hood. Surprising Ray at his graduation. Cool. If Kai Cenat wanted to go online right now and make a video about the type of stuff that I talk about, he couldn't. I may not have the virality that he has. I may not have what he has, but do you think he can go and make a video on entering the age of Aquarius? Can he go out there and make a video of divine employment, monogamy versus polygamy? Can he go and make a video about self mastery? Having money does not equal self mastery. Having money does not mean you have wealth. And deeper than that, having money does not mean that you have freedom. Having money does not mean that you have sovereignty. So while all of us are chasing money, Kai Cenat, if he one day decided to say, hey, I want to provide value to my community, you can't just flip a switch and do that. You have to live a life. You have to live a life. You have to meditate. You have to master yourself. You have to spend time. You got to heal. You got to go through things. You don't just get to jump into teaching divine esoteric knowledge. You don't get to just jump to teaching complete mastery of the universe decoded. You don't get to just jump to teaching identity shifting dimensions in astrology. You don't get to just jump to that. You don't get to just jump to teaching astrology 101. You don't get to just jump to doing that. Why use astrology? Reprogramming the mind. You have to spend a life. You have to spend years working, cultivating yourself and developing yourself. And a lot of people think that it's not worth it because you don't feel like it's going to pay you. Your value is not determined by what they value. It's not. Let me show you guys something. I'm going to teach you something. Let's move into the cryptocurrency side because that's what this video is about. This video is about cryptocurrency, community building, and understanding wealth for what it really is. Okay, I know you've all heard it plenty of times. You've all heard it plenty of times that, well, what's more important than money? Once you have all the money, then what? What's more important is your time, right? You hear this all the time. Rich people will tell you all the time, time is more important. So they'll tell you to buy the shortcuts. They'll tell you to buy this because you can't get your time back. You can't buy time. Okay, that's just a continuation. It's going, and we all have the same equal 24 hours in a day. So we have the equal bank balance when it comes to time. All right, you hear this all the time, but there's more to it. There's another level to that. What good is that time if it's spent in pain and suffering? What good is that time if it's spent being distracted? Now, it's no longer just time, but it's quality time. Quality time. And what is quality time? Time and energy, same thing. It's the frequency. What frequency are you at? These guys got money. Oh, and they got some time. But the one thing that you can't shortcut that's above time and above money is frequency. Self-mastery. Can you be in a messed up situation and be your own peace? Or do you need to pay somebody for that? Or do you need to get a substance to do it, to be at peace? Are you codependent? Are you truly sovereign? Are you truly free? Are you really free? These are the questions that people are not asking. While we're blaming them for setting the bar too high,
out there grinding, make sure you consistent. Don't stop the grind just because somebody set the bar too high. We can create grind and make sure you consistent. Don't stop the grind just because somebody set the bar too high. We can.
what bar? How high? The bar down here, bruh. The bar down here. Bro. If I had the same following, if I had the same amount of money, what do you think I would do with it? You think I would do the same brain rot content? I refuse. I refuse. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to be elevating. I'm going to be giving the money away. I'm going to be helping. I'm going to be building. Y'all think this is a game? Nah, it's not a game. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Joey Badass. Rapper Joey Badass has publicly discussed his investments in stocks and cryptocurrency, having taught himself through resources like YouTube, while he has not disclosed the specific list of stocks he owns. So Joey Badass, if y'all don't know who he is, he's awesome. He's an artist.
All of us, and I really do believe that. But what's keeping people from that money is being too lazy to obtain the knowledge. And it's like, why are we like, they didn't teach us this in school, but the knowledge is still out there. I've taught myself this over the last 6 months by just being on YouTube videos, how to options trade, how to, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, like doing my research on these companies, boom, and now, because I've had a portfolio, like, you know, with Morgan Stanley for like 10 plus years, and it's just like, I've always just put money in there, and they give me my 12% standard return on the yearly, but now I'm doing my own plays, and now my shit's going crazy because I'm paying attention. So what I'm seeing now is like, damn, like, this was just a matter of me not knowing.
So what was the big difference? What did Joey do? He said he started paying attention. That was the shift. He didn't know. Knowledge put real money in his pockets. Knowledge. Knowledge did it. Let's go to Joey. Let's look at Joey. Let's go to oldest. 11 years ago, about a million, about 1.2 million here, 3 million, 3.1 million, 1.4 million, 4.1 million, 2.4 million. How many of y'all have 500,000 on any of your YouTube videos? Go ahead, do the research. You're not going to make that much money. And let's say, for whatever reason, you made a lot of money off of it. What are you going to do with it? Why do you want to be rich? What do you want to be rich for? To survive? To give the money right back to the system? What you going to do with your money? I'm so serious. This is a serious question. Let's make you rich today. What you going to do with it? Let's give you millions of dollars today. What you going to do with it? What? What you going to do with it?
All of us, and I really do believe that. But what's keeping people from that money is being too lazy to obtain the knowledge. And it's like, why are we, like, they didn't teach us this in school, but the knowledge is still out there. I've taught myself this over the last 6 months by just being on YouTube videos, how to options trade. All of us, and I really do believe that. But what's keeping people from that money is being too lazy to obtain the knowledge.
We're gonna leave you alone, Joey. We're gonna leave you alone. Walk a flock of flame. I met this guy at the airport. And when I met him, I gave him a big thank you. And I said, thank you for helping me shift my mindset from trying to be famous and trying to make money off of the fame and trying to be big, thinking that that's going to change my life and make me rich. Getting attention and getting fame is going to make me rich. Getting viewers, getting popular on streams is going to make me rich. We're going to break down the money in a minute. We're going to get to the money in a minute. I'm going to show y'all some magic in a minute. But I need you to follow me. People are too lazy to obtain the knowledge. I need you to pay attention right now. I need you to understand that everything that is going on right now is critical to the foundation of understanding how to build your bag. Waka Flocka has been involved in financial education, notably by hosting a financial literacy event with Dr. Cedric Brown in the early 2025. This year. That video of Joey was also this year. So this is new. In the age of information, those videos we were looking at were from 11 years ago. When did Waka Flocka make Hard in the Paint? (2015), 10 years ago. 10 years ago. I'll go hard in the paint, nigga. Leave you stank, nigga. You thinking, nigga. I'm gonna die from the shit of what that Brick Squad.
Oh, it's habits. I just pay attention to habits. And one day I had a friend of mine was like, yo, man, I went to school for being a financial historian. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Right?
One.
I'm like, I'm asked. I'm like, bro, I don't know what that is. What is that?
Yeah.
He's like, bro, we study rich people's spending habits. I was like, oh, snap.
Blew your mind.
What? I became that. I just start following what people do. I'm like, oh, I want to win, bro. I got to win. I'm telling y'all right now, anything I do not to look over my shoulder, I'm down with it. It's easy. Once I learned the credit game, it was over. Game was over. When I know I had all the millions and I didn't even have a credit card, the dumbest. I was like the dumbest person ever. I used to just spend money on everything. Man, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Y'all don't gotta believe me. Y'all don't need to look at my bag. Y'all don't need to look at me or my bag. They are telling you this. They are showing you this. This is important. Hold on. Programmed through media to do it. And it's not their fault. This is the first. We have a chance. We have an opportunity to do something that's never been done before. Nobody has ever been able to take. Your parents couldn't have taught you this. My parents couldn't have taught me this. And say we went with the centralized financing. Our parents could not teach us how to do credit the right way. And that has been the barrier of entry. That is what has separated the rich from the poor for so long, was that the rich today were educated early. It's not white people. It's not white supremacy. It's knowledge. It's knowledge of the system and the lack of knowledge of the system. I don't blame my parents. They didn't have the internet. They didn't have access to what we have access to today. But I do. That means I'm the shift. So if I don't make use of this, my kids, they don't get to say what I get to say. They get to say, Daddy, you had the opportunity to learn. You had the opportunity to master yourself. You had the opportunity to do better. And you didn't. You chose to be distracted and go into brain rot society because you wanted money and fame. And you didn't see your own value. And now I got to do extra work. That's what my daughter got to say. That's what my son got to say. If I don't take advantage of this information that is available to us right now. And that is what Joey said. Joey said, if only people are too lazy to get the knowledge that is free. He went on YouTube and educated himself. And guess what he did with the money he had? He decided to put himself around people like us. There is no bar. This dude's over here saying the bar is too high. These streamers are setting the bar too high, and now we gotta grind extra hard because Kai Cenat and Nitro Speed. No, man, that bar is low. That's a low bar. What are you talking about? They can't offer what people like us can offer. We just spent how many years doing this work, doing the real work? Man, we get to flip the switch when we want to. They don't. They have to do the work still. We did the work. What's going to happen if you give me $1,000,000? It's not going to be the same thing that if you gave me $1,000,000 10 years ago. That guy was programmed. That guy would have made a lot of mistakes. But who I am today, through valuing myself, valuing knowledge, valuing healing, valuing high frequency vibrations. What I would now do with that $1,000,000 is completely different than what I would have done back then. I would not put it back into the system. I would create a community, and I would find a way for the community to grow and thrive in frequency. And what's that going to do? That value is going to bring in all kind of resources and money, all kind of creativity. That is called a community, and that is DeFi. That is the power of cryptocurrency. This is what I love about it, and it's inevitable for these governments to get into it. They already are. It's just, you know how they move. There's a certain way that they're doing things, but it's inevitable. Fiat is gone. It's irrelevant. It doesn't mean anything to people like us. Crypto is where it's at because it gives us our power. We choose what's valuable. And when we're on a high frequency, we can make high frequency living, high frequency vibrations of energy matter. My health is up. My mind is up. My energy is up. While these people are draining themselves, destroying themselves, and deteriorating their minds for money and attention. And it's all a distraction from what life is really about. Sovereignty in all dimensions, not some. Money is just one.
Okay.
You know what time it is, Israel. You got the right guy.
Man, this guy that just dropped me off. You know, he just raised 200,000 from his neighbors and to invest and save his company, but he still doesn't know how to figure it out, and he's going through it. You know, he's like, man, like, and he got a 9-year-old and a 10-year-old. And he's got to figure it out. And his company was a multi-million-dollar company. They were making $150,000 a month from one client, and they had a token that was worth $1 billion. And when the token talking to lawyers about crypto is like talking to preachers about porn. It doesn't make no damn sense. So they talk to their damn lawyers, and their lawyers advise them wrong because lawyers don't know shit about crypto. They didn't get the right people around them, you know. And so I'm gonna bring in, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they let me, but that's the thing is, the crazy thing, the reason I gotta start my own shit is because I'm gonna come in and tell them everything that is wrong about their shit, and they're gonna feel like, damn, like, we just planned this whole shit. Like, dude, like, from one of them, it's guaranteed one person on team is gonna say, fuck this dude. Who is he? Go look at my LinkedIn and try to figure out who I am and try to diminish that. Now realize the shit I've done isn't even on my LinkedIn because I'm either NDA'd or too lazy to add the shit, or it'll look too crazy to add all the different shit that I've done to my damn LinkedIn. And what you get looked at is who I am and how I move. And that's when people hire me. Like right now, that dude sat with me for a second and I introduced him to the top crypto motherfucker in Miami that's running another $500 million fund around crypto and everything like that. And anybody move around with me, they'll see like, oh shit, this dude, you know what I mean? So especially in a crypto place.
So that's why we're recording. Oh, let me go ahead and leave that up. All right, man. Oh man, that went in a beautiful direction, as it should. This is real life for me, guys. I'm sorry. This is real life for me. You know, you talk about IRL streaming. This is what it's like. That's what it's like. Things happen IRL in real life. I'm living my real life. I'm a walking example of what I'm talking about. I'm not just sitting here talking about this for no reason. I'm dealing with the real deal. We're doing the real thing. I can't even tell you everything, but you're going to see it. So I know where we left off. We left off with talking about Waka Flocka. Oops. Lambos don't play bills. He's on Drink Champs. Make sure everything going.
Slimy business is just say you didn't know. You ain't take it serious.
I mean, we all make mistakes.
Yeah, but don't bury mistakes with lies. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? I would like to show my bank account at the table and talk, so you know it ain't hating. What it look like. Show you my account. Show me yours. I'm gonna show you my trust account and my insurance account as well, and my investment account. Then we could talk. My boy, it ain't about money, my boy. Let's talk facts. I can't get that. I don't know why I can't sit with rappers and put $500,000 into an investment fund with 10 other rappers. Now we got $5 million and we go invest.
Perfect moment to talk. I don't want to be playing they whole videos. I want to make a point. Okay? Why can't y'all rappers have all this money come together and put it? Because of a simple science. One simple science. That's it. This is it. This is why. Frequency. Okay? Frequency. I'm going to show you guys something. I didn't plan this one, but it's relevant. Why can't they come together and put that money together like that, right? It's because of this. This is my favorite video ever. I've watched this video a million times, and I'll watch it a million times more. If you want to find it, you can just type in Bruce Lipton honeymoon.
Hello, my name is Carl. I thought about doing some AI.
This is why they can't come together, and this is why they can't come together and put that money together. I don't know what Flocka was about to say. I haven't seen that video before, but I'm glad he said it. You know, what would you do if you got rich? What would you do with the money? We can, and this is what I was saying to my homie. We cannot blame our parents. We cannot blame the system. We cannot blame them anymore. The information is now available to us. It is on you if you don't take advantage of it. We are in a certain age as a collective conscious. So what my mother now has access to, I have access to. We gained access to it at the same time. She didn't have access to the information I have access to now before me. We got access to the same information at the same time. We were also programmed by the same things at the same time. Okay? So with that being said, you know, it's on you to make this change for real, for real. Oh, wait, we're in the wrong one. All right. So he does a phenomenal job breaking this down.
Well, let me tell you this right from the get-go. This was not a but that's a Newtonian. We're familiar with a picture of an atom as a particle, but that's a Newtonian perspective. The new physics, called quantum physics, actually looked at the energy. So rather than a particle, an atom looks like this. It's got waves of energy. And in fact, the atom itself in the center of all those waves doesn't even physically exist, so let's remove that. What does an atom look like? Ripples in a pond.
Keep that in mind. Here we go.
In the right.
This is why rappers can't come together and put their money together. This is why certain people, wealthy people in general, not even just rappers, athletes, rappers, all kind of people who got it, celebrities in general, people in general.
And
you and your neighbor. This is why you and your neighbor can't get along, and maybe you do, and then you're gonna see the alternate side of this. This is why you and your neighborhood. This is why you and your city. This is why you and your school. Y'all can't be like, hey, if we all put our money together right now and invest in X, Y, and Z and build assets out and make that an asset and make profits out of that, we can all make money together and we can all make our lives better together.
They converge toward
this is why.
The center. And the question is, what happens in that center? In the first image, let me just show you, it's just a simple model. I'll overlap the waves because I want to demonstrate something, and that is this. At the interface where two sets of ripples meet, you add up the values of the ripples over each other. So in our first example, you have one ripple at +1 height and the bottom ripple at +1 height. And I say, well, what is the result of that? I say, add them together. So when those two ripples come together, the height of the wave is +2. And I say, over here, the valley of the ripple is -1, and beneath it, the valley of the other ripple is -1. And I say, put those together, and it's -2. Now, when you look at what is the net result, watch the two ripples coming together in harmony. They're both going up, they're both going down, and they come together, and lo and behold, where they entangle, the energy of each set of atoms converges, and they couple with each other, they entangle with each other, they interfere with each other, causing the waves to be much higher. So two energies come together and create greater energy. That's interference, but it's called constructive interference.
So that's called constructive interference. So constructive interference, right? Constructive interference is when two frequencies that are the same come together. They can harmonize, and it's called constructive interference. They amplify. It gets bigger. So if me and you both have the same vision, like I just got off the phone with the homie, we got the same vision. We on the same frequency. We on the same time. So when we get on the phone, what happens? What he was thinking separately, what I was thinking separately, came together and got bigger. It got bigger. This is constructive interference. This is why, I can go meet up with Joey and Flocka and say, hey, I got this much. If you put in this much, we'll make this much. And they'd probably be like, makes sense. Let's do it. But if I say, hey, let's get this money and go and do this BS with it. Come on. They're going to be like, I ain't on that BS.
So it just says two energy, and I'm dropping them, but here's what the difference is. I drop one rock before I drop the other rock. What's the net result? As one ripple is going up, the other ripple coming toward it is going down. Is that interfere as well? But we can see one wave is +1, and below it the other wave is -1. Add that together, 0. This wave is -1, the other wave is +1. Add them together, 0. Now look at the third image. As the two waves out of phase come toward each other, when they interfere with each other, they cancel each other out.
Let's get rich. And this person over here is like, let's get rich. And this person over here is like, let's spend money on liabilities. And this person's over here like, let's invest. And this person's like, leave me alone. This person's like, community. And this person's like, anger, hate, fear. This person's like, truth, love, and light. What happens?
The third image, as the two waves out of phase come toward each other, when they interfere with each other, they cancel each other out.
It's not rocket science, guys. It's quantum physics.
And this is interference. Its energy interacts, but experience that in your world too. Magical world, it's called good vibes. And I say vibes. Atoms are not in harmony. They're out of phase with each other. When they come together, they cancel the energy.
Yeah.
You know who's...
I might kind of want to watch this.
What if the God worship?
Show you my account, show me yours. I'm gonna show you my trust account and my insurance account as well, and my investment account. Then we could talk. My boy, it ain't about money, my boy. Let's talk facts. I can't get that. I don't know why I can't sit with rappers and...
It ain't about money, my boy. Let's talk facts. You want to talk facts, Flocka. They don't want to talk facts. They want to talk fashion. They want to talk fun. You trying to talk freedom, Flocka. They like they chains.
Put 500,000 into an investment fund with 10 other rappers, and we got $5 million, and we go invest. If I can't talk to like that, then why the fuck we friends, bro? What we got to talk about? Who got new Lambo trucks? I can take that 300,000, start an insurance policy, and take 90% of that money out, and it still add dividends at the end of the year. I make money off it. So what the fuck I buy the truck for? You know what I'm saying? Why I spend 300 and some thousand on the truck, and I can raise my credit score up and get at the end of the year? I make money off it, bro. What we got to talk about? Who got new 500,000 into an investment fund with 10 other rappers, and we got $5 million, and we go invest. If I can't talk to like that, then why the fuck we friends, bro? What we got to talk about? Who got new Lambo truck?
Here's the counterculture. This what they want you to do. I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for y'all. No, for real. I'm happy for y'all. For real, for real, for real. Like you might think I'm playing. I'm happy for y'all. I am happy for y'all. I am happy for y'all, man. I'm happy for y'all.
Just say you didn't know. You ain't take it serious.
I mean, we all make mistakes.
Yeah, but don't bury mistakes with lies. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? I would like to show my bank account at the table and talk, so you know it ain't hating.
I'm happy for y'all. I'm not hating on y'all. I'm happy for y'all. Yo, I'm happy for y'all. I'm not. I'm not hating. I love the middle finger. I love it. I am not hating. I'm proud of you. I want one. I'm happy for y'all.
Hey, what it look like? Show you my account. Show me yours. I'm gonna show you my trust account and my insurance account as well, and my investment account. Then we could talk. My boy, it ain't about money, my boy. Let's talk facts. I can't get that. I don't know why I can't.
Let's talk what?
Then we could talk. My boy, it ain't about money, my boy. Let's talk facts.
Let's talk about what's true. Let's talk about reality.
I can't get that.
Why can't we talk facts, man? There's a picture I want to find. I want to see if I can find it still. There's usually like a real easy picture to find. It looks just like this one. And that might be it. That might be it right there. I've used this in many things. Ah, here it is. I'm gonna have to save this for the long term. Here it is. Can I get the magnifying glass on it? Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Oops. I like this one a lot. All right. So what we see here, truth and frequency of perceptions. The higher frequency of contact or alignment perceptions with quality of truth, what is proven to be true, what is like uh actual reality. That which is in accordance with fact or reality. I want to talk facts. Can we talk facts? Why can't we talk facts? Like, I got you.
You talk. My boy, it ain't about money, my boy. Let's talk facts. I can't get that. I don't know why I can't sit with rappers and put 500,000 into.
Let's talk facts. Perception of quality, truth, and what is, and a care to embody. Now we're talking frequency now. This is frequency. To embody and become those values. Right, good, true, and moral. Perceptions are a higher frequency in alignment with truth. Results in a greater embodiment of truth and a higher frequency of consciousness. So truth isn't all things, but a higher frequency is just a little bit more truth. You get a little bit more truth in your lifetime. Okay, so if this blue line is a plane of truth, it's okay to be out of it as long as you come back to it. It's okay to come out of it again as long as you come back to it. It's okay to come out of it again as long as you come back to it. Out of it again, in, out, in. That's high frequency. You're constantly in the truth. You're constantly revisiting the truth. You're bringing things out back to the truth constantly. Then it happens a little bit less. Then it happens way less. And these are lower frequencies. Limited perceptions of reality is limited access to truth. So I ain't saying that what they doing is completely wrong. Look at the colors. That's so funny. They just set a lower frequency. It's still the truth. There's some truth to it. There's still some good in there. But it's limited. Limited perception of reality is limited access to truth is limited unity and embodiment of truth. So limited unity and limited embodiment of the truth. So Waka Flocka, here's the answer. I'm not here answering you directly, Flocka. You probably already know this. I'm not teaching you nothing new. I'm teaching them something new, right? I'm answering this question though.
My boy, it ain't about money, my boy. Let's talk facts.
Let's talk facts.
I can't get that. I don't know why I can't sit with rappers and put 500,000.
Limited perception of reality, limited access to truth, limited unity, and limited embodiment of truth is limited consciousness. That's why. An aspect of truth. Variability, multiplicity, diversity of what is in reality true. Contacted, attained, aligned with, or embodied by the frequency. So there is always truth in everything. Truth is baseline reality. Your perception can be in and out of that truth though. Okay?
into an investment fund with 10 other rappers, and we got $5 million and we go invest.
All right. That was thank you for that, Flocka. Thank you for that. Why can't we do that, huh? Why can't we do that? Huh? So, cryptocurrency, y'all. DeFi versus CeFi. We're going to paint the picture. I'm going to play my beats. You can't strike me for this. These are my beats. I've made this music. It's 432 hertz. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We got people. People. It's the government. So with centralized financing, you got the center here being the bank. Okay? You all go to the bank. Your homie go to the bank. Your mom go to the bank. Your neighbor go to the bank. Your property manager go to the bank. Your boss go to the bank. Your daughter go to the bank. Your cousin go to the bank. Your uncle go to the bank. Your grandma go to the bank. Centralized. So, ouch. So this right here, the bank. They run everything because everyone chooses to go there to gain their value. They go there to gain their value and it gives the value. So it works both ways. Okay? This is decentralized finance. You and your homie adding value to you and your homie, adding value to you and your homie, adding value to you and your grandma, you and your cousin, you and your auntie, you and your brother, you and your neighbor, you and your property manager, you and your car mechanic, you and your doctor. You don't even need it. You don't even need it. This is why. This is why you don't need it. That's why you don't need it. Value. Those lines are value. All of them. So that is your number one difference. That is the main difference between the two. One of them requires a banking system. Now, because of the dependence on that banking system, what you're going to see and what you're going to notice is that it has an equal level of control as each of the participants. Okay? And what you see over here is there is no need for that. Actually, everybody becomes their own government. And what we do is we exchange value with the community, which allows the community to grow, which allows the community to evolve based off of what they choose. So there is no entity that's outside of y'all that is controlling you. This is your community. This is what would happen, right? What would happen if that was gone? Well, people would be forced. People would be forced to trade and barter and figure it out. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of conflict here. A lot of issues here. It's just like an anarchy. It doesn't work. Something happens to someone over here. What happens? Something happens to someone over here. What happens? The community stays. It remains. You see, here they can assign value, and you have to match them on what's agreed. And once the government's gone, you get what's called anarchy. And then people are assigning value for themselves, and they may have different values than others. And this is what you call, what we recently just saw from Dr. Bruce Lipton, known as destructive interference. Cool. Whereas when you have over here, everybody is on the same frequency still. And because we've been adding to each other, people are just getting bigger. This is called constructive. Oops. Oops, I just spelled it all the way wrong. Constructive interference. So this crypto. This is credit. So credit's beautiful. It is. But you're playing by somebody else's rules. You are. You're playing by somebody else's rules. Bank. What makes crypto valuable? Its utility. Its usefulness. You see, the bank allows and credit allows for people to have money and offer no utility, offer no value. You can go and get money, work with banks and work with credit, and still not work on yourself. And it doesn't matter. You can survive that way. That is centralized financing. It's codependent. Because the moment that falls apart, the big guys are what's left to take over in anarchy. Absolute chaos. The few who actually may have some value, or maybe the ones who have bigger guns. Whereas over here, it's completely different. Everybody assigns value to what they want. The community is already in harmony. The community is already in agreement. Here, let's go ahead and get rid of another guy. Boom, something happened to another guy. This cycle continues in community. It's safe, it's protected. The value and the utility don't go away. When you create the community, it's already based off of utility. It's already based off of an agreed frequency. It's already based off of everybody being absolutely free. They can choose what is valuable. And when you're no longer being able to not work on yourself and still get money and survive, what you're left with is community, where you have to work on yourself to provide utility. You see, you actually have to work harder in the crypto space because there is nothing backing you up other than your actual hard work. The people in the crypto space creating community in a crypto space, the community will fall when the community stops participating. So that also means the community rises the more people participate. And if you can raise your frequency to offer more to your community, you're going to be able to accumulate more of these funds, more ability. And your community is going to want you to have that. They will send it to you. They will make sure you have it because of what you're going to do with it. What are you going to do with it? Right here. Simple. This is what you're going to do with it. You're going to give it away. And they're going to be able to give it away. And they're going to be able to give it away. They're going to be able to give it away. We can continuously exchange value, but people are too lazy to do this. Who wants to work on themselves when I can just go get credit, treat everybody in my life like shit, and still eat good and live good? That's CeFi. You see, in the crypto community, if you treat people wrong, if you are lazy, if you don't want to offer anything to the community, you're not going to eat. You're not going to win. I mean, I know, ooh, that sounds bad. To you lazy motherfuckers. To the people who have no value. To the people who don't want to look at themselves and bring their own value out to the forefront. Blame media and programming all you want. Like I said, our parents gained access to this information at the same time we did. They're not to blame anymore. It's on you now. Me and my mother gained access to this information at the same time. But me and my daughter don't have that same relationship. I have an opportunity to where if years go by, she can look back at me and be like, you didn't add value to yourself when you could have. You just played into the media. You just played into the system. You didn't take advantage of the information. Now, let's do something. I want to show you guys something else right here. Take a look at this. It should be a little clip. It should give me a clip for this. Matrix 3. I don't know if this is the clip.
It's not just about saving time.
This might not be the clip. Hold on. We're going to see.
It's about expanding what's possible.
No, this isn't it, because I'm looking for Matrix 3. But this is a great scene, though, nonetheless.
He's gone.
This is that famous scene right here, where he first discovers he can do that, breaks the Matrix. For real.
How?
That's not the one.
If you don't understand the
It
rules
should be
of
this
power,
one.
you are certainly
Excuse me,
lose
guys. I
to
don't
someone who
have
does.
YouTube Premium anymore.
I'm going to teach you.
I don't know if they're gonna show it to me on here. I'd have to like pull up the movie and then go to the scene in the movie, because I don't think they're gonna give me the scene right here. I'm looking for it. It's in Revolutions. If y'all know, I like their description, so they described it anyway. So in Matrix Revolutions, Neo does not jump into Mr. Smith. Rather, Neo allows Smith to assimilate him, which enables the machines to delete Smith's virus from the Matrix at the cost of Neo's life. Okay, so this is the opposition. This is what I loved about that scene. And it looks like they got a picture right here. And what happens is Neo realizes that Mr. Smith, even though he's a person in the Matrix, realizes that he's actually a system. He's a program in the Matrix. Mr. Smith represents the government. Mr. Smith represents low vibrations. Mr. Smith represents the banks. Okay? I remember when I was Neo. I remember when I was Neo and I was extreme and I was fighting Mr. Smith at every corner. I wanted to burn my social security card. I wanted to burn my birth certificate. And I wanted to go into the jungle. And I wanted to immerse my feet into the dirt, eat organic and pure. And I did that. And it did very, very amazing things for me. I would never undo that. But even in the jungle, I found myself fighting Mr. Smith. The fight never stopped. Because even though I'm trying to live outside of the system, off grid, the system's still there. And it still affects me whether I want it to or not. I had to start looking at Mr. Smith as a part of nature. I had to start looking at Mr. Smith as something that God also created. And once I learned this, I looked back at the system. And I'm like, I'm over here fighting and resisting credit. I'm over here fighting and resisting credit when I could be using the system that is there. Now, we're not choosing these systems, guys. We're not choosing them. They're already here. It's already there. Mr. Smith is already a part of the Matrix. He's already there. What I could have did, and the wisdom I would give to anyone who wants to build a life like that, in nature, organic, off-grid, independent, sovereign, you can actually use the system to your advantage. I learned that instead of running from Mr. Smith and running from my straw man, I could be using it to help myself and help others find higher levels of freedom, higher levels of sovereignty. But the path I took before from fighting Mr. Smith was constant resistance, constant pain, constant suffering. Because I didn't like it, it was there, I was in a state of resistance. But when I learned to flow with everything as divine, I figured out there's a way for me to use the system. This system existing is actually a blessing.
Just say you didn't know, you ain't take it serious. And we all make talk facts. I can't get that. I don't know why I can't sit with rappers and put 500,000 into an investment fund with 10 other rappers. Now we got $5 million and we go invest. If I can't talk to like that, then why the fuck we friends, bro? What we got to talk about? Who got new Lambo trucks? I can take that 300,000, start an insurance policy and take 90% of that money out.
So this is what it looks like for Neo to not resist and fight Smith all the damn time, but to actually assimilate with the Matrix.
And it still add dividends at the end of the year. I make money off it. So what the fuck do I buy the truck for? You know what I'm saying? Why I spend 300 and some thousand on the truck and I can raise my credit score up and get it all off credit and just pay a high premium every month? Because I'm only driving it 3-4 times a month. But shit, I don't want to talk like that, you know?
So he found a way to make it work for him. Now you can take that. Now this is where we at today. You can take everything from here and you can transfer it. I don't know what that shape is. And you can transfer it over here. Boom. Now, what is this process called? This is the process of 4x. That's jumping into Mr. Smith. You're taking one form of currency and turning it into another. Now, where the way the currency is used over here, it has a defined value. And the currency is being used over here, we define the value. That's the difference. So you're taking what they told you to value. You're taking your energy back from that system. Because when you were born, there was a manifestation, a manifesto. When you came into port, they created a certificate of manifestation. That's your birth certificate. They weighed you in ounces like gold. And they created a bank account for you. If you're a U.S. citizen, it's called a Social Security. You're taking value from this matrix that is keeping people dumb, deaf, and blind, and you are bringing it into a space where we still use technology, but we're using it how we want to because it's undefined. We don't have their limitations. We can do what we want with it. But where that gets dangerous is with frequency. So why is crypto frowned on a lot of the time right now? Because it's looked at as a brain rot society. It's looked at as a degen society. Because the people who are currently in a crypto space, they're doing things like what Kai Cenat are doing, what Speed are doing, just jumping around, making stupid faces, entertaining people. But that pays in this defined system that runs the media. And we know what they like. We know what the media likes. We know what they want us to like. They know what we know what they want us to buy. We know what they want us to do. But what happens when you don't have to listen to them no more? And you get to choose. You get to think for yourself. You get to put God first. This system doesn't require you to do that. I can treat everybody in my life like shit and have good credit and have money in the bank and be good with that system. But that doesn't work over here. Cryptocurrency has the ability to make high frequency thinking and living valuable again. You can build a community off of DeFi. Now, excuse the chicken scratch, but if you followed it, you saw piece by piece come together. It makes sense.
I'm saying we just want to brag and say we could spend. I was that guy. But bro, I'm telling you, that shit ain't boo, bro. When you get 34 and 35 with a 15-year-old daughter and a wife, man, Frenchie's licking you in the face, man, you like, I want to do this shit forever.
He chose a higher frequency lifestyle. He's moving from gang culture, kill your brother, shoot your brother, fight your brother. What's up, nigga? What's up, dummy? What's up, stupid? Go stupid, get retarded, go dumb. To raising children, to maintaining relationships. It's a different frequency of living. Yeah, money is important. What's more important than money? Time. Yeah, time's important. What's more important than time? The frequency in which you spend that time. Quality time. What is the quality of that time? Is that quality of time in jail? At least you got your time back. How you spending it? Shooting at your brother? Running around hiding in fear? Feeling sick, feeling pains because you keep eating bullshit? When the information is there? How many of y'all ate a bag of hot Cheetos today? I had one the other day. Let's see. Look at this. I literally can type in 3 words. Red 40 damages DNA both to vitro and vivo, in whatever that means, which I can look that up too. Red 40 consumption in the presence of high-fat diet leads to dysbiosis in mice. Red 40 causes inflammation in the distal colon of the rectum of the AJ mouse. Whoa! In the colon. More than 50,000 people will die from colon cancer this year. A bag of Cheetos. I can type that in and look that up, and now I know better. What kind of person wouldn't research what they're eating or look into what they're eating? A person who doesn't care. But in a time where you have the ability to just know better for yourself, that means that they don't care about themselves. And when the information is there, access to information is there, and it's not being used, what's that called? Refuse to take notice of or acknowledge. Disregard intentionally. To ignore. And what is ignorance? The lack of knowledge or information. But now we know we have access to knowledge and information. So it's no longer ignorance. It's not ignorance, it's bliss. You're choosing to ignore it. It's there. It's written. You can see it. Your subconscious can even see it. You don't want to. We know the TikTok scrolling is bad. We know what we do is bad. And sometimes things aren't completely bad. Sometimes we just use things in the wrong ways. Sometimes, like, let's look up this other word. I like this word right here. Abuse. Use of something to bad effect or for a bad purpose. Misuse. So whatever created Red 40, whatever Red 40 is made out of, I'm sure it isn't inherently bad. But when we abuse it and we ignore the abuse, that's not ignorance. That's not ignorance. Ignorance means you don't know. The fact that you have a phone, the fact that you have Google, the fact that you have Grok, the fact that you have Chat GPT. Ignorance is not a thing anymore. Abuse is. And what kind of person are you raising as a parent when you abusing yourself? How are you going to treat your brother or your sister? Bro, look at how you treat your phone. You're abusing your phone. You're abusing your own mind. Just saying. Just saying.
He gets pulling up surprisingly, but that's the problem. Kasana has set the bar that newcomers like us, we cannot touch. He's got
Why would you want to? What bar?
space. And just the Mafiathon model overall, you have 30 days, 24/7, IRL streaming, and $1 million mansion with celebrity guests pulling up surprisingly. But that's the problem. Kasana has set the bar that newcomers like us, we cannot touch. He's
Why would you want to? Why would you want to?
got AMP,
You want to be there? You want to do that?
sponsorships, now
That's what you're trying to do? Those are goals?
studios, money on money on money, chat.
For what? Where's it going? It's not going back to the chat. Let me show you something. Let me show you cryptocurrency real quick. Let me show y'all something cool. Let me show you the coin that I'm a part of. I'm in something called Army. Let me show you something. This is Army. It's on a Solana blockchain. This is cryptocurrency. All right. Let me show you something real quick just to come full circle with what we spoke on before. Forex, foreign exchange, is a global market for exchanging one nation's currency for another, operating 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, through an electronic network of buyers and sellers. If you want to put your money into the market, you actually have to turn it into crypto first. Fun fact. Participants in the Forex market, including banks, corporations, and individual traders, exchange currencies to facilitate international trade and investment or to speculate on currency price movements, aiming to profit from the differences in currency exchange rates. So, volume, we'll go into a Forex lesson later. Trading involves using a margin to open leveraged positions, amplifying both potential gains and losses, and often includes a commission or spread, which is the difference between the buy and sell prices of a currency pair. Now, I trade gold and US dollar very well. Okay, I love the USD, XAU USD market. I love it. Okay, because I understand what gold is. That's another conversation yet again. Forex is basically taking one form of currency and turning it into another, and profit can be made or lost if the values of the currencies change over time from the beginning of that trade. So you're seeing the same thing here. You're seeing the axis of how much the currency is worth and how much time is going on. So amount and time are the two metrics used in Forex. And this is a cryptocurrency. This is Solana, and it is being supported by TradingView. Okay, TradingView it shows you all pairs. It actually shows you stocks as well, and stocks are pretty much just brands. But when we look at currencies, this is what is being exchanged for items in your life. This is what is being used, and you can find gold in there. This is U.S. dollar and Solana blockchain. That's like Bitcoin. Solana is like Bitcoin. Okay, so that's what you're seeing here. Is just basically it's forex. All right, cryptocurrency is forex. All right, so this is what I trade, and this is what I'm invested in. It's called Army. Army is super cool because we've taken that US dollar, we've taken this US dollar over here, and we're forexing it into crypto. All right. So here's your centralized, here's your decentralized. So this is Neo assimilating with Mr. Smith. And this whole thing is the Matrix. I was running from this. I was running from the war. I was running from the real fight. I was running from the real answer. Master decentralized and master centralized. Both of them. I will take the US dollar and I will turn it into a form of crypto. And it will allow me to give it back to my community. It would allow me to add value to a frequency of my choosing. By owning cryptocurrency, I don't have to support brain rot society. If you don't want to use cryptocurrency, you can go stream on Twitch. You can go stream on YouTube. You can go stream on Twitch. You can go stream on YouTube. You can go stream on TikTok. They're going to take 60%. They're going to take 100% of your time. They're going to take 60 to 70% of your profits. And the donations are going to be sent to you in US dollars. Well, that's fine. If you made a lot of money there, you could take that and you can eventually put it into crypto if you wanted to. But the people are going to send you money on those platforms, and they're going to give you views on those platforms for what? Entertaining them, giving them what they want. Well, what works? We know what works. We know what they want to watch. We know how to get their money. They know how to get their money. There's your money. There's your kids' money. There's your kids' attention. Some of you adults too. Y'all love that bullshit. Y'all do. Don't lie. Don't lie. Shoot, you will give them money just to say you gave them money. Just to get attention. I see it all the time. What's the frequency over here?
And all we got is a Sony camera and OBS and some hope, chat. Hope and faith. That's all we got.
I hope
You gotta
you ain't living
keep
like
grinding.
that.
Nothing left but to do.
There's plenty to do. There's plenty more to do.
Wish that one day down, I don't grind.
Let's not go into who's in this image right now. That's a whole nother video.
Who the fuck you mean? What's up with this nigga, bruh? He's throwing the middle finger at me. Shut your bitch ass up! What, bitch? I'll fuck you up. Get the man, what the fuck is you doing, bro? This nigga, what the fuck he just say, bruh? What? Stop fucking laughing, bro. Stop fucking playing with me, dude. Stop fucking playing with me. Stop fucking playing with me.
Look at this, bro. I hope y'all can read. Mental health problems, heart problems, trouble breathing, skin and hair conditions, acne, hair loss, increased risk of diabetes, fertility, and need I say, cancer. So mucus, what mucus does is mucus shows up to coat your cells and insulate your cells when they're basically being fried. When your cells are being fried, when they're stressed out, especially from not grounding, mucus will be created to protect your cells. So the more mucus you have, the more duress you're under. I think I just went back on this one. What I do? I want to get back to it. I want to get back to that speed one. I think I just closed it. Did I just close it straight up? Oh, here it is. Stress.
Stop fucking playing with me, dude. Stop fucking.
For views. For views. For views.
This nigga, what the fuck you just say, bro? What? Stop fucking laughing, bro. Stop fucking playing with me, dude. Stop fucking. Stop fucking playing with me. Stop fucking playing with me. Stop fucking laughing, bro. I'm not fucking playing with you, bro. Stop fucking laughing. Fuck is your problem?
Man, shut your bitch ass up. You shut the fuck up before I knock your fucking head off your shoulders, old ugly ass bitch.
Fuck wrong, what? Say that shit again. Say that shit again. Stop playing with me, Rezbot. Stop playing with me.
You got DDG with this corny love.
That shit gave me a headache right now. Yo. I ain't mean to pause it right there, but you see who doing it. You see who paying for it.
Bro, what the fuck? Congratulations. Gandhi! Ryo from Japan.
Only because he felt like he had to compete with down. And then you got a situation like Black Boy Mac, who invested a lot of money in his love show and felt like it wasn't even worth it. Only because he felt like he had to compete with other streamers like Cassinet and I Show Speed. Trying to keep up with this streaming space could end up being a trap. The views can start dipping at any time, but them big.
This is the bar? People will say that we should be looking out for weapons of mass destruction right now. You know, wars, look out for weapons of mass destruction. But what's really dangerous is weapons of mass distraction. A thing that prevents someone from giving full attention to something else. Extreme agitation of the mind or emotions. You see, Gabe, IRL streaming isn't a scam. It's a distraction. It's an extreme agitation of the mind and emotions. People love it. A thing that prevents someone from giving full attention to something else. Starting with yourself. You spend enough hours distracted. Oh, well, time to go to bed. Day gone. growth missed, connection non-existent. Why? Distracted, disturbed, diverted, interrupted, intruded on, interfered. And it goes right hand in hand with amusement, entertainment, frenzy, hysteria, madness, and insanity.
What the fuck you just say, bro? What? Stop fucking laughing, bro. Stop fucking playing with me, dude.
Y'all think he's stupid, bro? No, he's not stupid. He knows he's talking to a robot. The robot is literally purely programmed with memes. It is designed to respond with nothing with memes. Brain rot. It is a brain rot bot. Literally. I'm not talking about the bot. That ain't the issue. Why are we acting? Why are we acting? That's my question.
It's just say you didn't know. You ain't take it serious.
I mean, we all make mistakes.
Yeah, but don't bury mistakes with lies.
Don't bury mistakes with lies. It's alright. I've done some shit. I've done some things for attention. So have you. Done some things for money and attention. That don't make it right. It don't mean that we cover it up with lies. This is not right. It's a lie. 44 million people are subscribed to this. Bruce Lipton has 605,000 subscribers. Joe Dispenza has 1.4.
Why waste another
1.47. $925,000. It's not entertaining though, is it? It's not brain rot. It's not distracting. It actually, in their teachings itself, they actually ask you to focus on yourself. To come back to you. Now, I would love to see them. They're not doomed. They're kids. I'd love to see them transition and evolve online. I would love to see that. There's a guy we saw do that. Here's one who we watched grow right before our eyes. You don't believe me? Oh. Well, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Eight years ago. 8 years ago. Don't look at me.
Yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah.
A dildo unicorn. Don't look at me.
Like pass, ayy, my bitch don't love me no more, ayy, she kick me out on like bro, ayy, that bitch don't wanna be friends, ayy, I give her this, she I'm mad, ayy. Tell me my health is a fools, ayy, she said one fuck, bitch I do, ayy, you put a gun on my mask. You know Uzi, fuck on me, look at me, ayy, fuck on me, yeah, look at me, ayy. Look at me, yeah, fuck on me, yeah, me, look at me.
I ain't the first nigga to say this. I ain't the first nigga to notice this shit.
Okay, don't reach for it then. Don't pull it out.
Think about the people who own it for about a second. I know you got your problem, but brother, they got theirs. This is not a gang for violence or group repair, but show.
Nah, let's go back to Speed and Kai.
Yeah, that bitch on my wrist about 10. She said one fuck, bitch I do. I got her.
I love how they did that in a school. I love how this took place in a school. It's the program. Y'all ain't know that? I don't need to get paid for this video. They can strike this video all they want. We're in cryptocurrency, baby. YouTube would give me a penny for this. I love watching
All you wanted was to add a column while planning your next.
I love watching them grow. I would love to see the kids grow. I would love to see Kaisana grow. I'd love to see Speed grow. They're kids.
In order to strengthen a bond and to every day you create in thought, you evolute in mind, you evolute as far as your age, you evolute physically, mentally. If you are evoluting physically and you are not evoluting mentally, you are not doing the right thing.
One more time, X.
As your age, you evolute physically, mentally. If you are evoluting physically and you are not evoluting mentally, you are not doing the right thing.
I'm pretty sure y'all could do some math. I love this example. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I love watching them grow. This is somebody who started to get you to ask questions. about who you are. This is somebody who asks questions about who they are. As you walk him, walk up to his own casket, to his own old self. And as you continue to watch him looking at his old self, what proceeds to happen?
I'm not afraid to let go. You decide if you're ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm not.
What are they really distracting you from?
You know, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world?
I don't need to say more than that. This was a war with himself to have peace with the world. So he had to eliminate that part of himself. So there's no more war. Found peace. And once you find that peace,
I love when you're around, but I fucking hate when you leave.
it's nothing. He gained control of the mind. Distraction. Definition number 2. Extreme agitation of the mind or emotions. So, to stop you from winning that war with yourself and gaining control of your mind and your emotions again, all I gotta do is agitate and distract you. So I gotta ask brother man again. I gotta ask him again.
Stop fucking. Stop fucking.
The ceiling, the first step. So you locking with the official society. Hit that subsidy hack Kevin Hart on his 24/7 IRL streaming, and the person that has set the bar that newcomers like us we cannot touch.
What bar? Who can distract the next nigga the most? Who can distract the youth better than the other? That's TikTok. Get on TikTok, go viral on TikTok. I'm not telling you to not use these platforms. I'm not telling you to not share information. I'm not telling you to not go live. I'm not telling you to not do these things. Okay? Just like Neo and Mr. Smith, use it to your advantage. Don't run from the money. Don't run from the banks. Don't run from the credit. Don't run from the social media. Don't run from the community. Don't run from the distractions. Make the most of it. Make the most of it. I don't need your views, nor do I want them. I don't want to make money off of YouTube. I don't want to make money off of Twitch. I don't want to make money off of TikTok. I used to when I wanted to survive. But when I want to thrive, I put God first. I put the Most High first. God is Gadriel. I put the Most High first. before money, before pay. So that means how I affect my community is more important to me than how much I get from my community. What's more important to me is how much I give to my community. If I wanted to take from you, I would just have to distract you. I could lie to you. I could agitate your emotions. I can agitate your minds. I could talk about my exes, my relationships, the drama, the diddy, the dat. We could bring up Jaguar Wright. We could bring up court cases. There's a lot of things that y'all would like to talk about in my life. And I feel bad for you if you're distracted by the agitations to your emotions in your mind. If you don't like me, if you don't like what I got to say, I hope you like yourself. And I hope you have something to say for yourself. And I hope you're focused on your message. I hope you're focused on you. I'm focused on me. I'm focused on the Most High and becoming the best me. The Most High version of myself too. That version of me that's connected to Source the most. The version of me that's connected to the Most High the most. That's my role model. Because it's right here, I can connect with it every day. Unless I get distracted. And what will cause me to fall in frequency? Agitations to my emotions and my mind. One of the big things that this tattoo means is, number one, to improve 1% every day. But also to know the dark side. To know the evil. To know the bottom, the pits of hell. To know the darkest of the dark. To know the worst of the worst. And know that I have that potential. No, it's there. It's in me. But I choose to not use it. I choose to be righteous in its presence, in its face, while it watches. I'm not one of those people who is trying to do good and look good and seem nice for everybody to like, when they really have them dark tendencies and them dark thoughts that they suppress and hide and haven't dealt with. Them being nice is out of fear of consequence. It's not because they have a golden heart or a pure heart. Many people are kind and nice to people because the consequence sucks if you're not. You get enough money though, you really don't even have to be. With or without money, I choose to do the right thing. That makes it mean so much more to me. When I choose to be kind, when I choose to do the right thing, when I know I don't have to. I'm not ignorant. I know too much. So all I can do is ignore. I won't allow myself to do that. What bar did they set? Who can distract the next person more?
He's got AMP streamers. And not just streamers. You got Nicki Minaj going live. Kyrie Irving's going live. Going from reality to again. People attention's even worth it. Only because he felt like he had to compete with other streamers like Kai Cenat and I Show.
I don't blame Black Boy Max. He's looking at his peers and looking at what works and trying to do what works, trying to make their life better and trying to keep. Bro, you almost drowned, bro. You was drowning and you got above water. You trying to stay as far away from that water as you can. You trying to stay as far above water as you can. I understand, bro. That's what seemed to have worked. But you so focused on not sinking and going in the water, you forgot all you had to do was rise. You worried about sinking. Focus on flying, bro. This comes from fear.
Keep up with this streaming space could end up being a trap. The views can start dipping at any time, but them bills are gonna stay right there. You're gonna have to pay them. And just imagine trying
He
to keep
said
up.
it. He just said it. Them bills. It's them bills. You making them bills. It's survival. I am not trying to go back underwater. So I'm gonna get back to distracting the niggas. I'm gonna distract them better than the last guy distracted them. I'm gonna agitate their emotions and their minds more than the last person. I'm gonna arouse public concern. I'm gonna agitate them. I'm gonna create anxiety and nervousness. Agitation. I'm gonna stir and disturb something. Agitation. Distraction. Man, how can I distract 44 million people, man? I want to distract the niggas, man. I want to get a donation. Send me a donation. Did I distract you enough? What if I told you you could be entertaining and elevating? What if I told you you don't have to distract the people to get paid? What if I told you all you had to do was find your value and give that to the world? Ikigai. Japanese philosophical term that breaks into iki, meaning alive, and gai, meaning worth. These phrases together refer to what gives your life value, meaning, or purpose. If you don't see that, if you don't have that, of course you're trying to distract everybody. Someone who has their ikigai in the forefront knows that that is what will get you paid. That is what will allow you to not just get paid, thrive. You don't need to be Plaque Boy, DDG. You don't need to be Kai Cenat. Y'all don't need to be Aiden Ross. Y'all don't need to be Speed. Y'all don't need to be each other. Y'all don't need to be Mr. Beast. Y'all know Mr. Beast's personal character. I can't learn a single thing from any of his videos, which is why I've never seen them. I'm not that distracted. I have no idea what Mr. Beast even does. I'm too focused to figure it out. I've never had the time or capacity to even come across one of his videos. He's not even in my algorithm. You know what's in my algorithm? This. It's right here. Usually it's a bunch of rich people teaching you how to be rich. This is what's in my algorithm. And what do they all tell you? Start a business? No. Trade Forex? No. Start streaming? No. Change your mindset. Focus. Manifest. 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 Clear or obvious to the eye or mind. Clarity. Manifest. Clear. Unclouded. Intelligible. Comprehensible. Unblemished. Spot free. Focus. The center of interest and activity. So, what are you focused on? What is the center of your interest or activity? TikTok? TikTok? Hey, look, I love TikTok. I ain't gonna lie. I love dancing. I love to have fun. I love to have fun, but not at the expense of my sovereignty. I have something called I have something called priorities. A fact or a condition of being regarded or treated as more important. Things that are more important to me than Rizbot. The reason why you're blaming them for everybody else not being able to stream and why streaming is dead and streaming is a scam is because you ain't got shit to offer. You spent your whole life watching memes. You spent your whole life watching these guys. Now you're imitating them. When you could have spent your whole life connecting to the Most High. You could have spent your whole life healing your body, mind, and spirit. And I promise you, you wouldn't be saying the things that you're saying. What bar? What ceiling? That's the floor. They are the floor of IRL streaming. They are the ground of IRL streaming. They are the pits of hell when it comes to IRL. Raise your value. Everything you touch will turn to gold. And who cares about IRL streaming? Are you making an effect in your IRL? Are you having an IRL? Do you even have a life? Do you even have a real life? Have you even left the country once? You ever jump off a waterfall? You guys having conversations with God every night? Talk to me about IRL streaming. You got to be living to do IRL. IRL stands for it's really lame. It's really lame streaming. That's IRL. It's really lame. Add some value. Value gives value. I'm not taking away from you. I'm giving you something. You don't have to wake up. Wake up when your time is. If you wake somebody up before it's their time, what are they going to do? Go back to sleep. Nah, I'm just being me. I happen to be awake. So when people want to or look for something to help them, I'm going to be right there like a lighthouse, like a rising sun. Every day, I'll show up and do one thing. I live. Ikigai. Alive. Worth. When you know your worth, every day that you live will be in purpose, giving value and meaning. Do not forget to do that. Do not forget that your kids are watching you. Your neighbors are watching you. They're watching you scroll. They're watching your values. They're watching what you're interested in. They're watching you sacrifice yourself to survive. And you think that's admirable. No, it's not. You have access to information now.
All of us, and I really do believe that. But what's keeping people from that money is being too lazy to obtain the knowledge. And it's like, why are we like, they didn't teach us this in school, but the knowledge is still out there. I've taught myself this over the last 6 months by just being on YouTube videos, how to options trade, how to, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, like doing my research on these companies, boom, and now, because I've had a portfolio, like, you know, with Morgan Stanley for like 10 plus years, and it's just like, I've always just put money in there, and they gave me my 12% standard return on the yearly, but now I'm doing my own plays, and now my shit's going crazy because I'm paying attention. So what I'm seeing now is like, damn, like, this was just a matter of me not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing that was keeping me from this bag right here, was just that I didn't know. So I'm like screaming off the mountaintop right now at this point in my life to all my people, like, get into these stocks, you know what I'm saying, before they find a way to lock us out, because there's so much money in it and it's so accessible nowadays. Like, get Robinhood. You don't got Robinhood on your phone, get Robinhood. You know what I'm saying? Go down the deep.
I'm gonna let this play one more time, and we're gonna segue back to cryptocurrency, and we're gonna end this.
Your Leisure, Chris Sane,
John O'Brien,
Stock Brother, you know what I mean? These are pages that I follow, you know what I'm saying? People, brothers who have educated me. Shout out to Rashad, shout out to Troy, shout out to 19 Keys, you know what I'm saying? But like, this is serious. Like, my young people out there, like, this shit is serious. And it's like, the sooner you get in, the more like thankful you're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when Bitcoin was at 8,000, and I was like, that's a lot for a stock. But I should have bought 5 of those right now, because I had 115,000 today. And it's going to 200. And after it go to 200, it's going to 1 million. So even right now, you should get in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should get in. Yeah. Like,
y'all heard it.
You got CEOs right now who's saying that they putting in 10,000 every day. If they could sell their company, they sell all their shares and put it in Bitcoin. I can't tell y'all who said that, but is a real notable billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, we got to get into it, man. Like, when they want to hide shit from us, it's like they just kind of make it intricate to obtain. You know what I'm saying? We got to get it. We got to find it. It's out there.
Anybody who knows me knows I've been calling it for over a year or two. Bitcoin is going to go to 100 within the next year. And what did it do? Just that.
All of us. And I really do believe that. But what's keeping people from that money is being too lazy to obtain the knowledge. And it's like, why are we, like, they didn't teach us this in school, but the knowledge is still out there. I've taught myself this over the last 6 months by just being on YouTube videos, how to options trade, how to, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, like doing my research on these companies, boom, and now, because I've had a portfolio, like, you know, with Morgan Stanley for like 10 plus years, and it's just like I've always just put money in there, and they give me my 12% standard return on the yearly, but now I'm doing my own plays, and now my shit's going crazy.
Now I'm gonna teach you how to get into it.
I was like, damn, like, this was just a matter of me not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing that was keeping me from this bag right here, was just that I didn't know. So I'm like screaming off the mountaintop right now at this point in my life to all my people, like, get into these stocks, you know what I'm saying, before they find a way to lock us out, because there's so much money in it and it's so accessible nowadays. Like, get Robinhood. You don't got Robinhood on your phone, get Robinhood. You know what I'm saying? Go down the deep dive, go on Bar Chart, go on Bloomberg News, CNBC, see what's going on, tap in.
Listen
and
to
get
Wall
right.
Street Trapper.
Wall Street Trapper, Earn Your Leisure, Chris Sane,
John Hope Bryant,
Stock Brother. You know what I mean? These are pages that I follow. You know what I'm saying? People, brothers who have educated me. Shout out to Rashad, shout out to Troy, shout out to 19 Keys, you know what I'm saying? But like, this is serious. Like, my young people out there, like, this shit is serious. And it's like, the sooner you get in, the more like thankful you're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when Bitcoin was at 8,000, and I was like, that's a lot for a stock. But I should have bought 5 of those right now, because at 115,000 today. And it's going to 200, and after it go to 200, it's going to 1 million. So even right now, you should get in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should get in. Yeah, like, you got CEOs right now who's saying that they put in 10,000 every day. If they could sell their company, they sell all their shares and put it in Bitcoin. I can't tell y'all who said that, but it's a real notable billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, we got to get into it, man. Like, when they want to hide shit from us, it's like they just kind of make it intricate to obtain. You know what I'm saying? We got to get it. We got to find it. It's out there.
They don't just make it intricate to obtain, they distract you at the same time. Goes back to the Colosseums. It was to keep people from understanding the politics that was going on at the time while they were losing all of their power, losing all of their rights. Sound familiar? So like he said, before they find a way to lock your ass out, go download Robinhood, go ahead and get in that shit. But I'm not going to teach you from an ignorant standpoint, because I have been doing this for a while. Now I'm going to tell you how to get into cryptocurrency. I'm going to tell you how to connect to a community that is going to help you understand cryptocurrency. Most people out there in the crypto world, it's dangerous. They will send you a link and say they're going to help you, and then rob you blind. Take all of your money through a link, through a click. So you gotta really go back to what I was talking about and find a community in the crypto space that is focused, that has a high frequency, that is really offering you some type of utility, that is run by AI. It's best for things to be ran by AI, because you don't have to worry about morality issues when it comes to things like that. So you can actually use bots to protect yourself, and a lot of these people are doing that. You can set up protection for yourself and your money and your community, since this is a digital currency in a digital space. So AI is actually a massive asset. If you do not understand AI, or investing in AI, or using AI, AI is not going to replace people. People using AI is going to replace people. So let's get into this cryptocurrency, y'all. So there's many types of cryptocurrency. I am on a website called pump.fun. This is a website where people can actually go and live stream. They can, instead of streaming on Twitch and making small percentages, instead of streaming on TikTok or YouTube and making very small pennies and getting little donations, you can actually come to Pump Fun and you can create your own coin. When you create your account shows up as an actual wallet, a cryptocurrency wallet. And a cryptocurrency wallet is a digital wallet that can hold your digital currencies, whether it be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, ADA, BNB. Okay, that is what a wallet does. I'm going to teach you guys how to create your first cryptocurrency wallet if you've never had one before. Okay, but I want you to understand the importance of finding a community in the cryptocurrency space. Now, that's going to be very difficult. It's very rare to find a community that is going to work with you, protect you, help you, build with you, and expect you to build with them. This is a community that I found known as Army, launched by JSP. Shout out to JSP. JSP is kind of a legend in my eyes from what he's done in the world market space altogether. All right. So I actually know the guy who has developed this specific coin known as Army. Now, Army is awesome. They're not like many other communities. They will literally pay you for contribution. They will literally pay you for being there and contributing to the community. I didn't even say you had to buy anything yet. You don't even have to buy anything. You can just be a part of the community and benefit and get paid by just supporting and offering your energy to making the community bigger, making the community cleaner, higher frequency. I talk in this community, I share information, they share information. Every day I spend in this community, I'm growing, and I know that they're growing from what I have to offer. So it's something that we protect. This frequency is something that we protect. We do not want to sacrifice morality for money. And this is what I love about the Army community. So when you look at this, if you say you were to go to Pump Fund or any place where you can look at these coins, this is a Solana based coin. You can see how this works. JSP, the developer, owns a good amount of this coin. So that means that somebody can't come in and invest a bunch of money and then just let it build over time and then just take everybody's money in the community. So our money is protected in this community. Number one, thanks to the dev, thanks to the developer. Number two, they have so much credibility and have established themselves in the crypto space in a way that I haven't seen ever before. This is their website. They have their DEX screener, so you can see that they're official. The Telegram group, which is where we operate, that is our headquarters. And X, which is where pretty much all cryptocurrencies, that is the number one space for most cryptocurrencies and developers and people who are interested in finding the next big coins and making money will meet. So everything you're seeing here was created by the community. Everything that we do is created and pushed and motivated by the community. And when I watch this community show up anywhere on any social media space, the camaraderie, the unity, the passion is beautiful to me. That is not common. Not everywhere in a crypto space do you find a community like this. And that's a problem to me. That's why I support Army. That's why whenever I launch whatever I launch, doing what I'm doing, that will be a minimum standard, that the frequency is upheld. Okay, this is a non-brain rot society, and I am so glad to be a part of it. All right, so if you guys wanted to start trading in the crypto space, you're going to need something called a wallet. You want to start getting paid in cryptocurrency. Whether you want to trade it or not, to even get paid in cryptocurrency, you have to have a digital wallet. So let's go to step one, creating a digital wallet. If you guys want to learn more about how cryptocurrency works, you literally have access to the internet. You can go to Phantom. This is what I recommend. I've had many different wallets. My preferred wallet is Phantom. So shout out to Phantom. I feel like they did a fabulous job with setting up how they set up what they set up, how they developed what they developed. I have mine as a Google Chrome plugin, and I can just click it right here, and I'll show you guys how we can make a wallet. So you download the plugin, and most all wallets work like this. I'll show you my other Chrome. I have MetaMask, I have Trust Wallet, I have Soulflare. These are all different types of wallets for different types of cryptocurrency, okay? But right now, we're going to be using Phantom. So let's make a Phantom wallet. Create new wallet. You can create as many of these as you want. Now, you can create them with your emails. You can create wallets with your socials, but I don't really like to do that because you can provide so much more security for yourself in different ways. I didn't even, yeah. What I do is I do create a seed phrase. So we're going to create a wallet together. I am never going to use this wallet because it's put online. All right. I'll have access to it. So if anybody happens to send money to it, feel free. But I would never use this wallet because we're making it online. But for the sake of education, let's do it. Create a seed phrase. So first, let's make a password. So let's do passwords. Yes! Got a matching password. All right, cool. So boom. This phrase is the only way to recover your wallet. Do not share it with anyone. Okay? So what you're going to see here is a series of phrases. I'm going to show you guys. So you see how it has 12 phrases here, right? Save each of these. So you would save them all. Save them all, write them down, do whatever you got to do. Keep this phrase. Let no one else have it. Never let it go anywhere else. You are the only person who should ever have it. This is the safest way to secure your account, all right? We're making a wallet publicly. This is fine. This is kind of the point. So you would take each of these. So symptom, trend, dice, tonight, wedding, question, problem, holiday, drama, burger, tank, wing. You want to take all of those and you want to save them. And whenever you're asked to enter your phrase, it gives you access to the entire wallet. Okay? I saved my phrase. It generated an automatic name for it. I didn't save the phrase. I'm never going to use this wallet. Boom. There it is. Get started. Fuck, I hope I remember the password. All right, boom. So now we're logged in. Account, Solana, Ethereum, Base, Sui, Polygon, Bitcoin. Those are all different types of blockchains. And what you see next to it, right here, are the wallet addresses. So you can click any of these buttons and copy the address link, and you can paste the address link somewhere. Now, if anybody gets this link, they can send you money. Okay? This is your wallet address. So you can share this link. That crazy link right there, you can click receive. You can click Solana. I want to receive Solana. And it's going to copy an address. Boom. And that's what it's going to be. All right. Oh, we're not trading on the Solana chain. I'm going to make a trade on Bitcoin. Somebody says, hey, I want to send you $200 in Bitcoin. Send me your wallet address. You go and open up your wallet. You go down to, you can go to receive. You click this button right here, and it's going to copy your wallet address, and you can send it to that person. And now they can put this address in when they send funds, and it will be deposited into this Bitcoin wallet. Okay? And then if you want to check the balance within less than 5 minutes, less than 5-10 minutes, you'll see this Bitcoin number go up. Somebody would have sent you something there. Okay? Now, say you want to send somebody some money. I want to send Solana. And I want to send to Solana. I will take their Solana address and I'll put it here. And then I will click next, and then I will send the money to them. Send the Solana to them. But you have to put their address. If even one thing is off, right? Let's say this H was replaced with a G. That is a completely different wallet. It will not go to where you're trying to send it. So you have to make sure everything that you do is perfect when it comes to this. Now that's what comes with having more power, is you also get a little bit more responsibility too. Okay? So that's how this works. So say I wanted to come over here and I wanted to buy or share or buy or trade any of this, right? Every token is a bullet. The more you hold, the heavier your firepower becomes. So you would take this right? I'd click send, Solana, copy this coin, put it here, paste it, put the amount, boom. I've just sent Solana. Just like that. If somebody said, well, hey, I want to send you Solana. What do, guys? We go back to our wallet. We click on receive. We pick the right blockchain. And I love this one because it goes from Bitcoin, Polygon, Sui, Ethereum, and Solana. Those are really the only ones I personally deal with anyway. So Phantom is perfect. Copy your wallet address, okay? You'll also see a QR code here as well. And you can send your QR code to somebody. And and this is the dangers of that. Some people will post their QR codes in all kind of crazy places. And when you scan it, they'll say, "Hey, scan this and I'll send you this much money." That's you got to be careful because they'll put something like this, a receiving address, and you'll scan it and then you'll end up sending them money. Right? So you got to be careful. This is why I don't like to just throw anybody in crypto and say, yeah, just get this, just do that, just do this. Because the barrier for entry into the crypto space is knowledge. Okay? Knowledge, information. That is what will make or break you. And you can talk to anybody who's made plenty of money in the crypto space and they'll let you know how much money they've lost from a simple mistake that they've made, from not being on their P's and Q's, the wrong address, clicking on the wrong links, getting scammed. It's happened to a lot of us. I lost 50 Solana, not 50 Solana. I lost like $50 with the Solana, which is like 0.02 Solana. I've lost that before by thinking I was going to receive a airdrop, a gift, an NFT, and I used my phone to scan it. It told me I wasn't logged into my wallet, and I'm like, what? I know I'm logged in my wallet. So I got my phrase. I logged into my wallet again on the site, and then it wasn't saying anything. It was still saying, well, I can't log into the wallet. Whole time, I just gave my entire seed phrase to a random website because I thought that it was my wallet. No, it was the website. It wasn't my actual wallet that I was putting the phrase into, that I was logging into. I was logging in, I was giving my phrase to a false site, and I thought I was going to be getting money, or airdrop that was worth a lot of money. And I'm like, oh, great opportunity. And I ended up losing that 0.02 Solana, which is like $50. But I just gave $50 away, and I gave that whole account away too because I gave the seed phrase. So that whole account compromised completely. I can never use that wallet again. So that's what it's like. But you also seen how easy it was to make one as well. So don't fret, but try not to make the mistakes. Try to learn from us. Try to learn from the people who've made mistakes. All right. So here you go. This wallet will probably forever be at zero, especially since it's doxed. It's online. Everybody can see it. You can just buy. You can connect your credit cards and stuff like that to this stuff. You can. This is called a swap. You can swap your other coins that you may have into another form. There's all kind of things that you can do in the crypto space. The reason why most people use these are different blockchains, right? These are different tokens that reside on blockchain. So if you can see, it says Myro, but it has a little S. That little S is Solana. So it is a Solana coin, but it's a different type of token. Okay? So you got to be really careful with all of this stuff, right? But now you know how to create a wallet. Now you know how to protect a wallet. Now you know how to compromise a wallet, right? So this is what's important when first entering the crypto space is having a wallet, okay? And I would say the community is more important because you can have a wallet and not have the community and then be missing out on a ton of information and support. Whereas where I had the community first, shout out to Army, shout out to Applejohn, shout out to a number of y'all, and I was educated and I was shown, the ropes. I'm protected. They make sure we don't make the wrong mistakes. We're looking out for each other. And I love that. But ultimately, it's on you. And that is the beauty of crypto and DeFi. So the more power, the more responsibility. Now that the power is completely in your hands, it isn't anybody else's job to make sure you don't make a mistake. Doing what I'm doing right now is offering value for free. I'm not getting anything for doing this. I feel like it's the right thing to do. I feel like it's the right thing to let people know what's going on and how to be a part of all this, how to do all this. Those other wallets, MetaMask, Soulflare, Trust Wallet, they work the same way as this wallet over here, Phantom. They work the same way. They could become Google plugins. If you want to get it to show up, just click on the extension button and you can pin it. You can click that pin and it'll stay right here if you're using Google Chrome. All right? And it's always just going to be there. Boom. It's always going to be there. So just click that button. Boom. There it is. Here's my wallet. All right? So now this is a Phantom wallet. Cool. Cool, cool. So now we know how that goes. This is the Army. There's actually something I'd love to show you about the Army. This is the reason why one of the reasons why I love this coin. Not only is the community the best community I've ever came across in the crypto community at all. Like, shout out to the Army and everybody who's in there. Not only is JSP a legend in my eyes, like, because I've took the time to study the crypto space for a while, and knowing who he is and seeing how he has developed this coin, it gives me a lot of confidence in being a part of and supporting money sign Army, which is, that's the ticker. It's Army. Army multiple frogs is called the Army of Frogs. So that's the whole play on that, right? That's really cool. So I have a lot of support for them. On Twitter is where you will see a lot of our information. We'll post a lot of things on Twitter. And here's something cool about Army. This is something new that they're offering. And so this is why I actually recommend, if you're going to get into the crypto space, you start here. Army now actually has enlisting ranks. You have ranks now. So you can literally climb the ranks and get paid. So you can be a private 50 time one. You see the numbers here, right? You can go up the ranks. And you can get if you get up to all the way to up here, you can get $500 a month plus a 1 year Telegram sub. Then you also have a higher one, which is $750 a month. I have never seen a crypto community. I know they might be out there, but one at this quality, at this frequency, with this dope community, I haven't seen it yet. And they're giving you an opportunity to literally earn rewards, earn money, earn a monthly pay. I mean, they're not just employing you like some of these other coins I've seen. They just employ you to do this and employ you to do that. You show up, and what do they say? You just add value. You just show up. Where's the other one? There's a post I had seen. So for anyone ready to climb, stay active in the raids, the main chat, community, voice chats, creative pushes. There's a guy in there who he just makes pictures. We love him. And he's added so much value to the whole community. There's people like me. I go in there, I really just offer good vibes. But I show up for what we call the raids, which is where we promote the coin, or other people really promote it. I just go and support it. I just show up and support. You know what I'm saying? I love this community. I've been a part of multiple communities, like I said. So definitely go follow that. Go check that out. There are so many coins out there that I like and that I've been looking at. I don't want to disclose that list to everyone, because I mean, there's some things when it comes to the trades, there's really money plays. But the reason why I choose Army is for the community. So I'm with Army for the community for the long run. These coins don't usually last that long. This one is awesome. So shout out to Army. Shout out to JSP. Okay, if you guys want to know more about these coins, you can always click on them, and learn about them and figure out who he is. And as you see, so we have a ton of fun. Oh, that's awesome! I didn't see that. These are my homies. This is my homie right here. These little things represent them. That's so cool. This is awesome. What? I didn't see this one. This is cool. Just showing some love. Just showing some love. You know what I mean? That's dope. I like that. I didn't see that. Okay.